Nah. You know what that is? Taco Bell.
I ate Taco Bell earlier today, and I did not have anywhere close to that problem.
What'd you eat?
Oh! Oh, Jesus.
Toxic hazard detected.
Oh. Oh, buddy. You are not looking good. Here, have a shot. You have been rejected. Please go back to the back of the line and wait your turn once again.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So, apparently this is a bunch of rejected bits from a lot of the previous incognito mode videos. That's what I think that's what it is. That's the context I gained from the thumbnail, because it shows like a bunch of it shows like thumbnails from all the other videos that he's done, all like piled up on top of one another with like scotch tape and shit like that. So that's what I think this is.
Fair enough.
I guess we'll see, but honestly, this kind of stuff right here, I mean, yeah, I love when people do clips that didn't quite make it to the main videos, but they're still freaking funny, and Smitty does that a lot. He calls it spoiled milk, because, you know, if the clip isn't quite fitting with the video, he'll just put it with another one. And sometimes like the guys that he plays with knows that clip's not gonna make it into the main video, and instead it's gonna be in spoiled milk, and there's like, oh man, Smitty, I hate to say it, bro, but this is a spoiled milk clip right here. And he's like, yeah, you know, you're right. And also, thanks for the intro of my spoiled milk video. And that, yeah, I think it was Grizzy who did that, who said that to him. But yeah, this shit is like, I love when people do this, and the fact Internet Historian's doing this, I can't wait to see which bits didn't quite make the cut. I wonder which one. I wonder why they had to be cut. Maybe there are some reasons for it. I don't know. But anyway, let's go ahead and hop on into this. This is Internet Historian Incognito Mode Rejected.
Brought to you by HelloFresh. Rejected. Rejected. What is rejected? What's that? You said a swear. Rejected. Unfunny joke. Rejected. Oh, I bet you thought that anecdote was pretty funny. Would be a shame if someone slipped it into the rejected folder. You're rejecting me? Me? Do you have any idea who I am? Because I don't. Please help. Will you be my mom? What if we kissed in the rejected clips and I never posted it? Oh no. All this and more on this episode of In the
Rejected bin.
If someone was to hire someone to kill their wife, what would you call that?
Very ungentlemanly move. If you're gonna kill your wife, you should do it yourself.
Yeah.
Well,
this is off to a good start.
I was going to say that's one way to really like, okay. I guess if this dude ever murders his wife, or if this guy's wife ever does go missing or something like that, I think we'll know who the prime suspect is.
Mm-hmm.
Be sure that you would instantly get put on a list.
For murdering your wife, yeah, I'd have thought so.
Yeah.
Well, no. So if you look up, like, how to make a bomb, I reckon you might not need...
Uh-oh.
I already fed him.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I just forgot to dismiss that. My bad.
Necessarily be put on a list, because I think there are so many people that just want to know.
Yeah.
And also there's so many reasons that you'd want to know that information, not to practically
Clog
do
the
it, but,
toilet.
okay, so Smarter Every Day might be looking up how to make a bomb.
I've definitely Googled it before.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But if you looked up murder...
Also, IH, why aren't you subscribed to Smarter Every Day? This guy's a genius. Subscribe to Desden, dude. The guy deserves it.
Maybe
Also,
he's not logged in while he's grabbing a screenshot.
maybe, yeah, that might be the case.
for hire.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you would instantly get put on a list for that one.
Probably. You know, the best way to cover that would be to make a video game called Murder for Hire.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So when
Hitman.
someone types in Hitman, there's like a load of Hitman playthroughs.
I wonder how much damage we could do by just instructing everybody, alright, go out now and look up this search term. Just to fuck with the NSA.
The NSA is very, very unhappy. They're just like, man, these Aussie assholes are causing us so much trouble.
How to make pipe bomb.
Yeah.
Just watch it jump up in the Google Analytics.
It's trending, boys. They should make another version of Hitman that's called like Craigslist Hitman. You know, you have to meet something in the parking lot. They might pay you $500. You take the cash, and then you've got like a tire iron or something, and you've got to kill someone's wife, and it's not like super cool or whatever.
You gotta like dispose of the body. You gotta get like a hacksaw, a load of chemicals from like 3 different Home Depots.
It's just all the unsexy parts of a murder for hire.
Yeah. That.
So it sounds more like the simulator series of games, you know, that everybody keeps making. They like
Hitman Simulator?
Yeah, just Hitman Simulator, but it's actually, instead of being anything like the Hitman games, it's more like what they're describing right there.
Like, my favorite one is the explosive rubber duck that you used to kill Gary Busey in one of the Hitman, like, elusive target side missions. They offered those for a little while, that you could kill Gary Busey, you could kill... there were like, it was mostly serious stuff like dignitaries and politicians and shit like that. But every now and again they'd throw in a celebrity, and the Gary Busey one was hilarious because the beginning of it is literally Gary Busey running off and just being like, "I'm a fairy in a garden and you can't fucking catch me." It's just, I just like, dear God, Gary Busey, you crazy. He is, by the way. Fractured his skull during the production of a film, and he's never been the same since.
Actually, I like this bleak Craigslist Hitman.
And he just feels bad after every job, and then he goes home and then he drinks and he's like, "Oh, great, I bought a bottle of bourbon, now I've only got $470 left. Oh, countdown till I have to do the next job."
Jesus.
How do you fly, by the way?
Well, I'm 6'8". My method is I will arrive at the airport early, and I don't use the self-serve machine. I go straight to the desk. They look at me and they see my legs, and they go, "This poor man," and then they give me emergency exit row for free.
Hey. Now that is a smart man. That is awesome. Well done.
An observation I've noticed about tall people. You tend to hang out together. You meet a tall person, their best friend tends to be a tall person too, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll tell you what...
Wait a sec, hold on. Yeah, who is that? I forget. I think I've seen his face before. I forget. Anyway.
Listen, their best friend tends to be a tall person too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like Rhett and Link.
Well, Link is Link is not that tall. Red is a giant.
Like Link's still like keeping up with Rhett, though. He's not short compared to Rhett.
Well, hold on. I know Rhett is like 6'8". Rhett and Link height. Rhett McLaughlin is 6'7". How about 6'1"? Yeah, he's still above. They're still both above 6 foot, so they're both doing pretty good. Although I'm a little bit taller than Link. I'm 6'2". Yeah. Although I think I weigh more than both of them combined, if I'm being honest. Although I'm joking. I'm not that fat, but I could be. Your move, diabetes.
Tell you what I think it could be. If I am talking to a girl who's like not tiny but like short girl height, say 5'3", if I'm walking down the street with her and we're having a conversation, literally cannot hear her because she's too far away.
Oh, you know what?
That sucks.
Well, dude, you're like 1.5 feet taller than her. Honestly, I'd get one of those. I would get one of those string cups. You know, the cups that's got the little string on it. And I'd be like, "Okay, talk now." So yeah, as I was saying, I was down at this one club the other week, and it's like, and then it's just like, this doesn't work. I just don't want to hear what she has to say. I just don't want to appear to be rude.
Hey.
Well, imagine if you were walking down a busy street, but you were standing, 2 feet apart.
Yes.
Instead of walking next to each other. You could hear, but you wouldn't be able to hear words.
She must also be outside of your peripheral vision.
Yes.
So you wouldn't know, like, oh shit, she's still there.
Yeah, so sometimes I'll just lose it.
Oh, that's so funny. I never would have thought of that.
Sometimes you just lose track of short girls. First girl I had sex with, she was 5'1". I came and found out she'd left 20 minutes ago.
God dang it.
Are there any other things with being really tall that you just sort of wouldn't ever, like, notice or think about?
What is pretty funny is I'll be walking down the street and I'll see like a freakishly tall guy.
Right.
And because our heads are floating above a sea of heads, we make this really awkward eye contact from 20 meters away.
Do you nod? Give a knowing nod?
But what I'll do, I'll see like a really, really tall guy, like someone who's bigger than me, and I'll go, man, what a freak. That guy's life must be hell. He looks weird. He doesn't fit in normal scenarios. And then we'll pass each other on the street, and I'll notice that I'm taller than him. And I'll go, oh, that's what I look like, but worse. Yeah. Another thing is women think that I'm a lot more attractive than I actually am.
Right.
Like, I used to do this thing when I was single. I would love meeting girls when I was sitting down, right?
Oh.
I would talk to these girls, you flirt a little bit, whatever. It's not really going anywhere, or maybe it is going somewhere. And then I would stand up and go and get a drink. When you watch their head go from making eye contact with you to just looking up at the roof, something changes. No.
I hate to say it, but women do like tall men. That's what the 6 foot meme is. I'm not gonna say it's a real thing, but it has its hypotheses that do hold some water. There are some women out there who like are just obsessed with like tall men. I don't get it, but I mean, I have met a few women who've been taller than me, and in terms of the spectrum, I'm actually like I'm on the like higher end of like where most human beings are. Because what's the average? I think we looked it up previously. Average height in the United States is like what, 5'8", 5'9"?
I don't remember.
Hold on. Average height U.S. in America. There we go. 5'9". So you're above that.
Barely.
But you're still good. That means that you're higher than you're taller than most men in the United States.
Considered tall.
Yeah, true. But I guess it's where also I go to wrestling shows and I deal with dudes that are like 6'4", 6'6". You know, Sledge is like 6'4". And Cutshaw. Cutshaw's the tallest dude I think we have there, and he's 6'6". The guy moves like a friggin' like he weighs 100 pounds less than he actually is.
No way.
Yeah. It's like a cheat code.
Do you remember those prank channels where there would be that guy and he's like trying to get some girl's number and then, you know, she rejects him and then he jumps in the sports car and he's too late?
That's exactly what I do, but I just use my own legs.
Just make the vroom vroom sound with your own mouth, yeah.
People go, oh man, this guy's so handsome. I sit back down and the spell breaks. What the fuck is this 6 doing talking to me?
I'm going to be a customer. You're going to be the Adobe salesman.
I will remind you that I have 6 years in this professionally, but sure, go for it. Let's do this role play.
So, hello.
I'm on break.
That's good. That's good. I like that. Good job, Sumito. Well done. Well done.
As someone with 10 years in retail, I approve.
He has. I haven't. Not as much as him, but I do have experience in retail. Yeah, that's accurate.
All right, no, you know what? I want to be a star. I want to be an Instagram star.
Okay.
How do I Photoshop my tits to be bigger? And I want to put someone else's face on my face.
Sounds good. Sounds like you probably do want Photoshop. Free software is not going to take you there. I will warn you that there's only one way to really buy it if you don't want to pay for it monthly, and that's to just straight up buy Photoshop.
Right.
All the support in the world, 15 years industry-leading software.
Wow.
Anything you could possibly think of, you can do with this, and there will be a tutorial on YouTube to show you how to do it simply.
That sounds amazing.
Awesome.
How much?
$2,500.
That is ridiculous.
You pay for it once, you can install it on 10 different devices.
I'm turning 360 degrees, and I am walking. Anyway.
You can also pay $30 a month and have everything that Adobe has ever made.
That is outrageous. Do you work for Adobe? Is that what this is? How much commission do you get on that sale?
I don't even work here, lady. We're in line at the bathroom. I'm just a kid. Do you see a name tag on me?
There's a homie at a kiosk.
A baffling amount of money for some zeros and some ones. Would you give me a discount? How much can you discount me from 2,500?
I understand thinking that's a lot of money as somebody who doesn't work in the industry and has no idea how much these things cost.
Well, I think it is a lot. It is a lot of money. I could buy a used Toyota for that.
You could
drive it through the front door of Adobe.
It's a tool of the trade.
Do you know how many kids in Africa I could save with that sort of money?
I'm sorry. Remind me again what you were spending your time doing with this Photoshop software. You were making your tits bigger for Instagram likes.
I'll speak to your manager.
Feel free. He also is not Jonathan Adobe.
What the fuck? My tits look terrible at the moment. I gotta. You know what? I'm just gonna go get the surgery. Bad bime.
Uh-oh.
I heard this scary story that there's nothing
Fresh
good
man.
to eat in the fridge. What about the pantry? Empty. Those are just rumors, fresh boy. Now finish your ramen and go to sleep. What's wrong, boy? Don't you like the microwave spaghetti?
We heard about your problem. There's only one man who can help you. This looks like the place. There's a link. You made a New Year's resolution to start getting in shape, but you've been eating nothing but trash.
I can fix this.
Hey, the garbage company stopped picking it up. It had to go somewhere.
Trash,
To
man.
get you a deal for 65%.
Threw trash
off.
all over the room,
Plus
and I started
shit,
getting
and
trash.
then I have to do this incantation ritual. But I warn you, it's gonna save time and save money. Stand back. I'm not a professional chef, but this is gonna be a restaurant quality meal. How long will it take? I can have it done in 20 minutes.
Or in some cases, even sooner, depending on the meal. Get meals delivered right to your door with pre-measured ingredients. Go to HelloFresh.com and use code IncognitoMode65 to get 65% off, plus free shipping.
Uh-oh.
The kitchen environment is very different. In a gastronomic kitchen, I think
gastronomic
many people
kitchen?
don't realise this. It's a bit like an orchestra.
It is not like it. Fuck off. A kitchen is much like an orchestra. I mean, look, he's doing cool stuff. You can't deny that. But just, alright, calm down, Eston.
Just do cool shit. Don't add wank to it.
Yes, exactly.
What we do is like an orchestra in Premiere.
It's like the universe, innit? And everything is galaxy, but all the flavors come together as the planets, and we are all stardust.
I look at the dessert menu as a collection. Each dessert should offer something.
Go on, say something about, like, you know, I think of it as the deep ocean. The fruit are the fish, and the plankton are the coconut seasoning. I think they're almost onto something, but they haven't actually figured it out. Pretension doesn't work. What they really are supposed to be doing is constructing a story. That's what people want. You know, you go to a restaurant and you want to tell people about it, and you want to be able to say some anecdote.
Yeah.
So you say, like, well, this particular pineapple, right, it was bred in this region of such and such.
Yeah.
But the problem with it is you can't bring it back to here because of the, you know, the customs duties or whatever. So instead it was snuck in through such and such, and then you create all this story around it, and that's what makes it interesting. But instead they go like the postmodern art route, which is like, oh, well, you know, this piece interesting.
Hold
but
on.
instead they go like the postmodern art route, which
That is one big pile of shit.
is like, oh, well, you know, this piece of onion represents my sadness. And you get, shut up.
Because I cried while I cut it. Oh, this guy's a Minecraft head, by the way.
Wow, that is very...
You know, sometimes you can go...
It's just like the... Runs me slightly of the handsome Squidward face shape.
The anatomically perfect Squidward.
To Chad.
As things die and fall, because everything dies and falls in winter, it builds layers on the ground. Right?
Shut up.
All that's left on the ground are like seeds and twigs, and it's all very dark. You know, nothing's fresh on the dish.
I mean, like, it looks good, but...
Yeah. It's an interesting idea, but there's a lot
plate
of
of
like,
dirt.
alright, just maybe pack it in a little bit.
And from that point, we start exploring seaweed.
We start exploring the seaweed. Shut up.
No, sir, you eat it.
And this time of year, seaweed's awesome. The water's colder, the seaweed's really light.
Oh, I thought that was saffron. I thought he was just, like, dunking the shit out of a kilo of saffron.
They'd be like $6,000 worth of saffron.
Grab a big handful of it, or a pretty moderate handful. Just pump.
Holy fuck.
It's been buzzy how it changes from, like, changes color.
Look at that.
I think once you get a couple courses in, you get comfortable. And when
You get comfortable.
But wait, here's again, Tay's gonna mix it up.
this doesn't really make sense.
Slud.
I was gonna say, it looks like...
That looks so appetizing.
Yeah, it literally looks like a shit that's been pounded out into a patty.
I was gonna say like a poop patty.
Yeah.
Just a melted pile of poo.
Yeah. It... I have no interest in having
Wait,
that.
it gets better.
So it looks like a spoonful of dirt.
They put dust on it.
Yeah, no, it does look like a spoonful of dirt.
You know, little things like that that gets diners re-engaging with each other.
Shall we re-engage?
Look, I just want to take my wife that I hate to a $400 restaurant and not talk to her. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to print another receipt. I ate the bill.
Uh-oh.
Alright, the Philosopher's Stone.
Nice, Philosopher's Stone.
Capable of turning base metals, such as mercury, into gold.
Gold?
It is also called the Elixir of Life.
I think it's supposed to make you smart, isn't it?
Immortal, I think.
Immortal? This stone does it all. I like it.
This Philosopher's Stone's starting to grow on me.
I'll take one, please. I was just wondering, how much is this cool-looking ancient stone?
It's me, Philosopher's Stone, eh? Oh, one of a kind. Not gonna find anything like it here in the old marketplace.
Is this the same Philosopher's Stone that will be able to grant me the ability to turn things into gold and give me eternal life?
Listen, how much mercury have you got at home?
Loads, as every British man does.
Would you prefer to have a load of old gold instead?
Yeah.
Because I can make this happen.
I love gold.
Anyway, £2.
£2. It's pretty good. I did see some expired camera film and an assortment of Barbie doll heads.
Alright, £1.50.
£1.50 for eternal life and as much gold as I can drink. £1.20.
£1.20? You're having a laugh.
You're having me on, mate.
Does anyone...
You're having it off, mate.
Own it? And then go on like a misadventure, or is it just one of those things that, oh wow, I really read that as
Elias asshole.
something else. I was going, wait, what's this?
Does the Philosopher's Stone only work when you put it up your butt?
It's a suppository. If you don't want to die, you just gotta
Oh, the Philosopher's Stone is a suppository.
hold it up there the whole time.
I've been clenching for over 1,000 years, but it's worth it because now I've lived long enough to have a Starbucks.
Just don't get a Taco Bell. It's all gonna go. You're about to lose your eternal life. Often expressed by a series of color changes or chemical processes, the instructions for creating so you can make your own. What are varied. When expressed in color, the work may pass through phases of, I ain't saying that word aloud just in case. Albedo, Sinitrus, and Rubido. What the hell is Rubido?
Turns out they're all slurs.
Uh-oh, goddamn Rubidos.
He said it. Just remember, he said it.
But in the Greek times, they used to say it with an A, and then that was fine.
Rubido.
Rubido is a Latin word meaning redness. Okay, so that one means yellowness, that one means whiteness, and that one means blackness.
The blackness.
So a little bit of black, a little bit of white, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of red, bubbly boop, Philosopher's Stone.
You've got yourself a Philosopher's Stone.
Once that's done, put it in inside you.
Someone add that to Wikipedia.
You get checked at the airport, and they're like, "What's this?" I swear it's not drugs. It's just the answer to immortality. Yeah, we heard that one before.
Oh God, NFTs.
I'm trying to think of like what could be the most embarrassing thing to happen if you were famous. It would be something like you're walking down the street, you've got a briefcase with you, and it opens up and just dozens of headshots fall out and start blowing into the street.
That is the most embarrassing thing you could. First of all, why does a famous person have a briefcase of headshots?
Of themselves, I guess. So they're like,
already famous. You're walking down the street, your briefcase opens, and all your NFTs fall out. People start right-clicking. Hey, I'll take that. That'd be highly shameful.
You're a multimillionaire, right? And you go, you know what? I'm gonna go help the poor. And so you buy a whole bunch of NFTs and print them out, and then just start you throw them from a tall building.
You give it to a dying child, and you'll be like, hey, you might not live to see it, but this is gonna be worth a lot to your foundation one day. Hodl this. As your soul is going to heaven, you're gonna see the rocket ship leaving for the moon.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, John was so pleased with himself with that joke.
Funny though.
Oh, fuck me.
Bapus.
You remember that Kylie Jenner ad with the Pepsi?
Now that was a good ad.
You mean how ridiculous it was, or you're saying it was effective Pepsi marketing?
Yeah.
What?
No, it was a terrible ad. I just think about how bad it was on a regular basis.
Yeah. I've got a Pepsi in the fridge, but I keep it there in case of police.
Hey, Sumito. Rocking them White Claws, I see. Chad and Nikki, when they react to this, I guarantee you Chad's going to say something about that. It's like, my man.
He's ever come to my door. It's my safety, Bev.
Editing note. We didn't want to get copyright struck, so we found an interview where he said the lyrics, and then we just posted them over the music.
We are lions, we are the chosen.
Are there captions or something for this?
What do you mean?
What's the lyrics for this song? Some said never, but the never done come, and a year took our trust.
Oh, it's easy when you can fucking read the lyrics, yeah.
Hate's been winning, but the lovers ain't done. Ugh. It reminds me of the deep lyrics that you get with, what's that, Black Eyed Peas song?
Oh, it's all of them. Can you practice what you preach? Would you turn the other cheek?
Father, 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 help us.
Aren't they just embarrassed to just say things that are this facile?
No, because will.i.am is counting the money all the way to the bank.
They released a song titled Let's Get Retarded.
That was...
Yes, they did. And I remembered when they released the Let's Get It Started version because of complaints. And yeah.
Their only good song. In this concept, there's no well, I said no offense, fellas.
Yeah, it's true.
No offense to any retarded people out there.
Just screen cap that, tweet it, with like a crying emoji. This is the only song I have ever cried to.
Come right away. Telling me how to pray.
So she's doing a photo shoot in a doorway. Wait a minute, there's a protest? I just need to Tim Allen. Now he's inside. He was on the roof before. Oh, I'm so sick of doing the cello. Wait a minute, there's a protest? Blue hair.
Wait, what is she even doing?
She hates that photo. She hates
She takes her photography very seriously. You can tell from all the photos.
Hate it. I hate it so much. Oh.
That's it. I know what that is. Hold on.
All the photos.
Hate it. Hate it so much.
I got one. We got. Oh! Just got done snorting a whole line of cocaine.
Called fire when the fire was ice.
Help me out with that lyric. Some said fire when the fire was ice.
Is that what he said? I wasn't paying attention to the music.
I gotta tell you, here's one thing I am impressed by with this ad. The sheer choreography of that blue and red. It is everywhere. It is in every single... The one can over here.
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention.
Look how much blue and red is on everything. It's very good coordination.
I didn't even catch that. What the fuck? Stop seeing stuff I don't see. The Pepsi Max guy was in all black.
Blue and red bricks.
Oh man, like a super heroine.
I'm leaving. You're not just gonna walk off the set, are you?
Hold my hair.
I just spent like 15 minutes.
Probably several hours.
Doing your makeup and you're just gonna leave? And she's just like, here, peasant, take my wig.
This is how she goes everywhere.
And then fuck your makeup. I would have had the policeman as red, because then he'd be like, oh, Coke or something, you know.
I don't think they can be that spot on about it.
You've never seen that ad? That's like,
Oh, that was an old one, though. I know exactly what you mean. It's got a vending machine in it. Do you think I'm not going to know it?
Fair enough.
Look at that. Look at how much more they were able to convey in 30 seconds with this ad.
Vendo.
I don't speak Italian.
You know, there was another one that came out that did almost the exact same thing. It was a little kid, a little black kid walks up to a vending machine, and it's a Pepsi vending machine, and he puts a coin into it, gets a Pepsi, cracks the top, starts taking a drink of it, and as he's looking up, he sees a guitar in the window. You know, like a beautiful like Fender Stratocaster guitar. And then he puts the drink down and he's looking at it and he just starts nodding his head. And all of a sudden you start hearing Purple Haze start playing in the background. And the kid is looking at the guitar and nodding and everything. And underneath it says James Marshall Hendrix, 1961, or you know, age 12 or something. And then all of a sudden it cuts over. He looks across the street and there's a Coke machine in front of an accordion store, and then you hear an accordion version of Purple Haze, and it's just like, phew, that was a close call. Make sure you make the right choice. Choose Pepsi. It's like, never mind.
That's a great ad. That's a fantastic ad.
That's a pretty good ad.
Look at the side of it. The fuck is this? What is this blue canyon? Oh, it's Pepsi.
We got it. Yay.
I forgot the fucking end of this thing.
Mission accomplished. There I am. I'm with two of my mates and one of my mate's girlfriends. So there's four of us. And we're walking up this esplanade, I suppose you call it. And there's like restaurants on our left and on our right. I'm sort of looking at my phone and they've got ahead of me, maybe 20, 30 feet. Next thing I know, someone kind of bumps me with their elbow very lightly, like just to get my attention.
Yeah.
I turn around and there's this guy and his three of his mates and they're all looking at me and one of them goes, "You dropped your wallet." And I went, "Oh, okay." And I looked down and he's holding an OK sign below his waist.
Oh, the circle game. He got you. He got you, bro.
And then he proceeds to punch me in the shoulder really hard.
Just some guy you didn't know, just some random dude.
Absolute stranger.
That's assault.
Yeah, and
Here's the thing. You don't play the circle game with people you don't know. You play the circle game with your friends. It's just like, hey Nick, look at my phone real quick. You see? It's like, hey, look at my phone. As long as it's below your hip, it doesn't matter. That's the thing. It has to be like below your waist. That's the rule. You have to get them to look down at it.
Oh, shit, my bad.
Got you. I'm quick with it, dude. You can't, like, Chad has been doing that shit to me ever since we were in middle school.
I just don't look at it. At least you looked at it.
I did, but I plugged it. That's the thing. That's the other rule. If you plug the hole, basically you get to hit them back. Although the old rule was, you know, pow pow, whap whap.
I'm just gonna start being weird with it whenever Chad does it to me and like do it real quick. I'm just gonna start being like, and then tweak his nipple or something. Like, I'll just be like, "What the fuck was that?"
Just like, hey, I broke the ring and clipped the nip.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the rule. That's the new rule. Internet historian, I'm sorry. The circle game has affected you in a negative light, and I apologize about that. But it's fun. It's fun.
I've never really been a big fan of it. I've always thought it was kind of stupid.
It is, but it's just one of those things. It's just
the best story that I ever heard was from my old manager at GameStop when he was telling me about, like, the only reason I got to hear stories like this from him pretty much is because he was part of a group of friends that were all best friends, and one of them was at the time my sister's boyfriend, Don. And so he was telling me like stories about Dawn and their old group and stuff, and then he just started laughing because he got reminded about this other friend, because it was basically like a conversation about Star Wars and everything, and how everybody thinks Princess Leia in the bikini's hot. Well, apparently, dude's wife actually got a Princess Leia bikini outfit to wear in the bedroom for him.
Okay.
But they had like someone had talked to her in the friend group before and was like, you got to get him like when he least expects it, like sometime like he'll never freaking expect it at all. So apparently she actually in Princess Leia was about to like do doggy style with him and like reached back and just put it like right there, and he's like, oh come on, like basically. And I was like, that's pretty good. That's hilarious.
Oh gosh, it's almost as ridiculous. It's almost as like ridiculous as like, hey Nick, you're playing the game.
No, I lost the game.
Oh, you lost the game. Yeah, you lost the game. Fuck!
You lost the game first.
I know, I did. Yeah, but now we're both losers.
The objective of the game is to not remember that you're playing the game,
and now all y'all watching right now who were playing the game have now lost. Congratulations, you played yourselves.
If you weren't playing the game, you're now playing the game because you can never stop once you know about it.
Yep.
The next time you remember it exists, you lose.
Exactly. the forget game.
Much smaller than all four of them.
Yeah.
And so I just said nothing and then turned around and kept walking. None of my mates saw it either.
Sure.
So there's like this thing that just happened. My dignity's been assaulted.
Yeah.
I was just seething because there was just like nothing I could do about it.
Yeah, that would be infuriating.
Anyway, so for that reason, I am in the process of buying a gun.
I don't think that's
not
a
necessary.
proper retaliatory response
That's
to
not
that.
necessary, IH. Come on, dude.
I'm going to shoot my useless friends who didn't help me at the time.
What?
Oh,
Your
okay.
friends?
All right, yeah, fair.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, everything everywhere all
This
at
happened
once.
to me like on the weekend, right? From everybody who I had a chat with, they're like, "Oh, by the way, I saw everything everywhere all at once."
I'm not going to watch that purely based on the title. I hate it already.
Every time someone would say, "Oh, it's so good," and I would go, "Oh no, okay, I'll go watch it. Just shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
I'll go see it. I just don't want to know anything." You know, because I've been told the less you know, the better. Know nothing about it, and it'll be the best movie.
Right.
I make it all the way to the movie fucking theater. It's me and her story. The guy hands over these
her story. Must be his wife.
Tickets that I booked online, and he goes, "Boy, there really are a lot of big fucking spoiler movies coming out these days." What? Why have you said that?
That's so good.
Okay. I used to be really bad about spoilers in some regards because I couldn't help myself. When I worked in a movie theater, here's the thing. If I would have spoiled a movie at the movie theater, I would have been perfectly fine with someone like jumping across the counter and choking me, because you work at a movie theater. You don't spoil the fucking movie. You don't spoil it.
It makes it sound like just knowing the genre of the movie is probably a spoiler or something, and that's probably what the guy said.
Yeah, and I think I know what he's
I mean, if you
referencing.
didn't realize that, you know, it was supposed to be a movie that you know literally nothing about before you go in, and saying that like wouldn't ever cross your mind as being a spoiler.
Yeah. Also, I just love the fact that K. Kwan is back in Short Round from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. He makes his like triumphant return to the mainstream in that movie. Yeah, a lot of people really love that film. I
guess I need to watch it now before I find out anything about it, because I have the opportunity, because I know literally nothing about it.
I was gonna say I was gonna get it on Blu-ray because I wanted to get it. There's several movies I want to get on Blu-ray just so I can have them. Another one is Arrival. I want to get Arrival on Blu-ray because I fucking love that flick.
That's like you buy tickets to Marley and Me and you go, oh, I hate it when dogs die in films.
And
I remember watching that movie with my mom. Marley and Me. Did you ever watch it?
No, I only heard about it. Once I heard about it, I was like, that doesn't sound like a fun movie to go watch at all.
It's fun, but the ending will literally rip your heart out, especially if you're an animal.
I thought it was supposed to be the beginning. That was so sad with that one. Maybe I'm mixing it up with other things.
Maybe. I don't know. But the ending, literally, me and Mom were in the theater, and Mom just, I look over, and her mascara is at beside her mouth. It's ran so bad, and I'm like, Mom, it's okay, it's okay. She's like, I was just like, and I started crying
it's like,
too.
I paid money to damage myself like this. What the fuck?
And I was crying too. That was the other thing.
I haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
It was like that sort of tone.
Yeah.
The guy kind of like tried to backtrack, and he's going,
too late.
Oh no! And he picks again, trying not to spoil it. He picks this other movie that had a similar thing in it, and he goes, "I was referencing this." And it's just like, for the next 30 seconds, I'm just sort of staring at him because he's going, oh, you know, you're in cinema too. And it's all white noise because I'm just putting the movie together in my head now. Sorry, I didn't hear anything you just said. Can you just say that again? Then I dejectedly went into the movie theater, and exactly the thing that he said would happen happened.
All right, cool.
Thank you, come again.
I've got to go now.
I'll go out my exit.
Should we call it there, or you want to go on?
Hello, Fresh. I'm Dad.
Hello there. Hello, Dad. I'm Fresh. Sorry. So yeah, that was a good Rejected. That was a really good Rejected. I liked that. So this was a great little you know, not best of, but sort of like extra credit, I guess you could say, with Internet Historian Incognito mode. This was a lot of fun. I liked this. So hopefully y'all enjoyed that. This was Rejected once again by Internet Historian Incognito mode. If you want to see more from Incognito mode, feel free to click their name in the title of the video. It should be right down there. And if you want to see more from us, you know, hit that subscribe button. You know, just give it a good punch right in the face. Although, don't punch your computer screen or your phone screen. I don't want to be liable for that. Instead, just tickle that like button until it turns blue.
Win the circle game versus the like button.
Yeah, exactly. But, alright. Anyway, that's going to do it. So until next time, I'm Nate.
I am Nick.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.